today and I'm inside doing makeup tutorials. Typical. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy and grateful to meet you. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a full face of Primark new in makeup, and most importantly the Summer Storm collection. So with Primark makeup I have tried little bits and pieces. I've tried the foundation, I've tried the black liquid liner, and I've also mentioned I've tried the lip pencil. However, I haven't done a full face of Primark makeup in my life ever, and so this is going to be quite a first impressions video as well on what they're about. I know there's like a couple mixed reviews of Primark makeup. So with this makeup haul, I actually did buy all this stuff a couple weeks ago. So I've left it like a couple weeks. So yeah, I did order quite a lot at the time. I did also some like face masks and stuff as well. But I couldn't find the concealer that I was on about. And I went to like 3 other Primarks to find this concealer and I couldn't find it anywhere. So I just thought it's been in the back of my box for a long time, and I just need to get it out and film the bloody video, Fiona, for once. I'm just going to use my own concealer and my loose translucent powder, but apart from that, if you want to see my full face of Primark makeup, then keep on watching. So I'm going to start off by carving out my eyebrows with the Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer. I haven't tried this out before. I literally kept it in that box for this video as well. So this is in the shade C5 that I picked up. I'm just going to take my flat definer brush as well just to carve out my brows. It was only £6. £6, so you can find quite a lot of stuff in Primark for like, I know the concealers are like, I don't know, £2, but the palettes are like £5, so £6 for a concealer is not that bad. Oh my god, ever since I've been watching Azaria D do her eyebrows, so I have used clear brow gel on my eyebrows to begin with, but usually I go around, if you've seen my other videos, I go all the way around my eyebrows, but now I just go down the centre and then I just use my foundation to go like over the top, if that makes sense, so I don't go all the way out my around my eyebrow. And honestly, it makes such a difference. It gives you more of like a natural brow. I really like it. I'm just gonna blend this bit out with my finger just because I don't know what consistency this is concealer is gonna be. Oh, I'm also wearing the P. Louise top, by the way. Such a nice, I'm glad I got the black one. I did want the pale one because I think it would look quite nice with my hair, but I'm glad I got the black one because it's just a nice lounge top, do you know what I mean? So we're going to move on to the eye look now. I did actually pick up 3 palettes, believe it or not, because I didn't know, like, I want to do like a smoky eye with like a cut crease, but like I said, with like when I was putting my finger in them, I'm one of those girls who puts their finger in it. Well, obviously you've got to swatch the shadows. So I was putting my finger in all these shadows and everything. So anyway, let me show you what I got. I got the Summer Storm makeup palette. This is a new collection. There's so many nice things with this logo and sort of marble effect on it, which is really, really pretty. They had like the eyelash curlers, they had tweezers, they had absolutely everything. The brushes, the sponges, and everything like that. So I'll just show you what this looks like. One thing with Primark makeup, the clasps. The clasps. Jeez. So that is what the palette looks like. It is really, really pretty. Kind of reminds me of the Tarte palette, like Tarte palette vibes, with the circles and the squares. So it's basically the same. And then a Huda Beauty replica. Sheet just fell out. This is the Amber Passions palette. So I thought these were really, really nice shades as well, and Jord helped me pick these out as well. Love you, boo. And then I also picked out this PS Colour Grid eyeshadow palette. So my original plan was to just use this palette, but after swatching them and everything like that, I might just do a bit of a mix and a match. I'm not sure, because I was swatching them and some of them are like really different colours than what they show up on the pan. It's just really confusing, Primark. What are you doing? So I'm going to start off with the Summer Storm palette to begin with, and I'm going to pick up this shade called Stream, and I'm just going to pick it up with like a blending brush And I'm just going to use this as sort of like a light transition shade. So yeah, I'm just going to go in with that shade quite lightly. Oh wow. That's actually not a bad colour payoff, to be honest. It's a bit powdery though. Like, you know when you get kickback? I had a well nice breakfast this morning. I thought, because I hardly eat breakfast when I go to work these days. These days. But yeah, so I thought I'd treat myself. A really nice breakfast, and I had a really nice coffee. I had a larger coffee than I usually have. So that might be the reason why I'm hyper. Oh. So yeah, I'm just using that first shade still, just on the other eye. I actually think this shade's actually quite a nice neutral shade. It's not the worst. I'm going to go in now with the PS Colour Grid eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to go in with this shade here. Whoa, this shade. So my fingerprints have already been in this palette. So I'm just going to take this, and I'm just going to, whoa, see what colour payoff it has. That's not too bad. Could have been worse. It's really hard to know what colours go together if the colour isn't what you swatch your finger in. I'm just putting this colour into the crease, just seeing how it goes. So I think I'm pretty happy with that so far. Primark's not doing too bad, you know. I think with this look, it's more of like an everyday, you know, not like proper bam wham pigment colour. But what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to cut the crease with this concealer. So after cutting my crease, I'm just going to go in with the Sunstorm palette again. Go in with this shade here. It's called Sleet. I'm going to use that same cut crease brush, and I'm going to pick up that colour, or that, it's like a shimmer, hopefully it's nice. Whoa, a very gold tone. Don't know if you can see that. I'm just trying to get it as close as I can to my cut crease line. This is a really nice shade. Then I'm going to go with that darker shade in the colour Grid palette, which I use for this outer corner. And I'm just going to see if it blends back in okay with that concealer. I don't know if you can see that. It's got like a weird green colour. Oh wow, we'll see if it works. So yeah, I'm just going to do the same on the other eye, and I'll be right back with you just to catch you up. So I've just done the eyeliner off camera. I used this old Primark eyeliner that I had. It was like £1, and I just put it on the back of my hand with this Sosu SE207 brush, just because whoever uses this straight out the bottle is crazy, because it's so hard and stiff to use. So yeah, I just used it on the back of my hand just to get this eyeliner. They're not exactly twins, but let's roll with it. Next, I'm going to be using this PS, one of the mascaras that they have. This is the Volume and Length Lash Care Complex Mascara. Looks like this. I'm just going to use this to coat my lashes. Not a bad mascara, to be honest. So for lashes, I didn't really pick up that many lashes. Well, I picked up 3, they're all £1 each. I picked up the Volume and 2 Dramatics. I might stack the lashes, I'm not too sure. I'm just gonna see how they are and trim them and etc. They do come with glue, but I think I'm just gonna use my own glue as well. Yeah, they're not the best lashes in the world. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna double stack these lashes and stick them on, cut them down, see how they look. Wow, I honestly feel that took a good couple years out of my existence just to put those lashes on. I feel like Primark lashes, they look alright and everything, but they just feel like paper. Like for £1 they do the job, but they just feel like paper, do you know what I mean? Like they don't bend, they don't go on the right way. So I have just double stacked the £1 dramatic one, double stacked them on top of each other, stuck them down with some duo glue, the green one, because that's my fave. I also did pick up the eyeliner pencils, they were only £1, duo pack with a sharpener. I don't think I'm going to use this today, but I just thought that was so good for like 3 items as well. So we're going to move on to skin. So I did pick up another product in the Summer Storm collection, and this is the Body Glow. I'm going to use this as sort of a primer because I didn't really see any nice primers that I wanted to use. So yeah, I think I'm just going to use this, and I'm just going to pump this. I think I'll just do the bottom half of my face first, see how it goes on. I'll just see how this goes on. Ooh, so it's quite a nice like sheer. Oh god, I've still got eyeliner on my hand. So yeah, with that primer, it is quite a sheer complexion. It hasn't given me like a major glow, but it's just given me a tiny glow, which is really, really nice. I really, really like that. For foundation, like I said, I have used one of the Primark foundations before, and it was this one. So this is the foundation that I've used before. It's the Perfect Finish foundation, and this is the new one that I picked up. This is the My Perfect Colour Matte foundation. I always get it in, I think it's in toffee. Doesn't say actually. I think I took the label off. So yeah, I think this one's in honey, so I think this one was in honey as well, just because I do tan and just because my face doesn't match my body that exactly, because I only use like facial tanning waters on my face. I don't tend to use strong tan just because it gets in your pores and just clogs up your skincare and everything. So I'm not too sure about this foundation just because it is a matte, and if you've seen my videos before, I do not like a matte, I do like a dewy. So I'm just going to do the bottom half of my face. Should be a nice colour match. See how it is, and then I'll just add in that other foundation that I've had before. So I'm just blending it in. I think that is a good match with my neck. It has a weird smell to it. A very weird smell. Oh, that's weird. I'm really excited for the contour. I know I couldn't pick up the concealer, but I'm excited. I've picked up a concealer contour shade, so I'm really excited to use that. This consistency is not that bad. I think it's alright for a foundation. It's not like a thick foundation, like you can still see, I got a little friend down here today, but you can still see like all the blemishes underneath, if that makes sense. Yeah, I do feel like it's mattifying on my skin a little bit, not loads, a little bit. I'm just going to go in with my Revolution Infinite Concealer. Like I said, I couldn't find a concealer to the 3 Primarks I went to, which is ridiculous. You'd think you'd have one concealer in one of the Primarks. They're just all the stick ones, and I don't want to use a stick concealer. Madness. I feel like this concealer is quite nice. I feel like maybe I should have gone for a different shade. This is quite like a white shade. I'm just blending this in with a damp beauty blender as always. I never usually tend to use a brush for my concealer. I think I might try it. Blend it in on my forehead. So yeah, like I said before, If you haven't seen one of Azaria D's, I'll put her handle, makeup tutorial, she's so good at makeup, and like I've just been using that technique of just brushing up your brows, and I'm not been going all the way around my eyebrows, and I feel like it looks so much more natural for my face. I feel like it's changed up the game, you know, for me. Now, the bit I'm excited for, the cream contour. So this was £1, it was reduced, and this is in the shade Caramel. I think this will be an alright shade. Usually I do go for like a more warmer toned. This is quite warm. It's like it says, it's like a caramel shade. So I'm just popping this in the areas I would normally contour. I'm just going to go in with the other end of my sponge. Oh, wow. That blended in like so quick. Oh, wow. Wow, it blended in really quick. I wasn't expecting that. Ooh, it's quite like a nice shade. It's nice, subtle. It's such a nice day today, and I'm inside doing makeup tutorials. Typical. I am quite a home bird. I have been asked recently if I go out much. Like, I don't really go out much, to be honest. I'd rather, like, I've just got to that point where I'd rather, like, especially with this virus going around, I like to just, well, before even going around, I just prefer like coffee dates. I prefer going for a meal. I prefer, you know, I prefer going for like a nice walk. God, I sound really old. I don't know, I prefer something a little bit more bougie is the word. More, not like going out, getting really drunk. I don't really like to get drunk. I'd like just, you know, one drink, maybe two. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to use my normal setting powder. This is just the one by Laura Mercier, because I couldn't find, to 3 Primark I went to, I couldn't find a loose translucent powder. So I'm just going to press this in underneath my eye just to set that concealer. Also, I don't like to set my whole face anymore, which is a shock, because if you've seen like my very first makeup tutorial, I do set my whole face. I don't like to set my whole face anymore. I'll literally just set underneath my eyes. I'll set my smile lines, because I do smile a lot. Like, do you know what? It's so funny, because when I have like a resting face, everyone thinks I'm so hard to approach. I'm trying to open this pressed foundation powder. I'm going to use it as a bronzer. These Primark latches are just ridiculous. Oh my god. Oh, this is just a normal powder. Oh, I could have used this as the setting powder. Oh, should I just... I'll just use this. This is in the shade Porcelain. I'll just go under. Oh wow, it is a bit wide. We'll go for a bright under eye. That's what we're going with. Yeah, this is quite a bright powder. It's a foundation powder. Oh wow, it is quite bright. I'm giving myself like a reverse contour here on my nose. Ooh. Yes to the reverse contour. Okay, I don't want to overdo it too much. It comes with a little poof as well. That's quite cute. Maybe I'll just... press it in a little bit more, because I look a bit too white now. Too bright. Next, I'm going to use the Bronze Glow matte bronzing powder, and this is in the shade Sunset. The clasp is a little bit easier on that one. And then I'm just going to use a big fluffy blending brush. It's a bit powdery. Whoa! Oh, that was a bit much. Oh. Oh. Well, I hope it doesn't make me go muddy. Well, it's not too bad. It's got quite like a dark tone to it. It is quite dark in the pan, but I would have thought it would have been a bit... I look a bit crazy, don't I? Because the white underneath my eyes. Yeah, it's not too bad. I feel like Primark products are just a bit powdery. A little bit powdery. Bronze up my neck a little bit also. It's not really a bronzing shade, it's like a dark shade. I'll just do my forehead. I'm getting confused which sponge is my powder sponge. I have one sponge for powder and one sponge for liquids and stuff. So I'm just using this sponge, and then I'm just going to use translucent powder. Just to cut underneath my jaw, my cheek, I meant. Just make it a bit more snatched. And then I'm gonna go down my nose. Maybe I'll bake underneath here a bit. Making the brighter. Why not? So while that's baking and doing whatnot, I picked up this £1 high pigment blush and some of the shade in the pink. This is kind of giving me orgasm vibes, you know, by NARS. So I'm just going to use this HMB Cosmetics brush. I think I've got a bit OTT on the blush. So let's move on to highlighter now. This is the Glow Getter palette. A lot of people have this palette already. I haven't had it before, so this was only £6 and all the shades are really, really nice in here. When me and George did swatch these, they do come off like really, really fast. So she put them on her arm and they just like wiped off after she just like used her hand on her arm. So they are quite pigmented, but they just like wipe away, which I don't know why. Yeah, Doll Beauty vibes. It kind of reminds me of the Doll Light highlight. Ooh. Go on, Primark. That's not a bad highlighter, you know. Oh, gone a bit too much. Use this small brush from Sosu. I'm just gonna go on the tippy tip of my nose. And then I just like to go just down the bridge. Whoa, this is making my nose look snatched. Wow. And then I'll just go back in with this brush. And I do like to proper like go up to my eyebrows. I don't know, I really like just the glow in the middle. I call it the Fiona glow. And I'm just gonna use my fluffy brush just to take this powder off. Just taking that powder off. I'm really happy with Primark so far. Like, you wouldn't think this is a full face of Primark so far. I haven't done it yet, but you do always see me using like my MAC powders to go over this area. But what I'm going to do is just bring it down, just the same brush that I've used that bronzer on. Just so you're not having that such of a white area, that lighter area. Like, I know we want to be chiseled, but we don't want to be like, what's that whitish like bit doing there? So I just like to like brush down. So for eyebrows, I'm going to use the Brow Sketch. This is really, really popular. I got it in the shade brown, which I'm really chuffed that dark brown. I couldn't find it in a black, so I'm just going to use dark brown. I don't mind using dark brown either. I'm just going to go underneath. Oh, this is quite pigmented. I do like to just sort of like flick up a little bit. And I'll just fill in the end bit here a little bit more. That's really what I do with my brows, to be honest. It makes a difference. So I'll just do the same on the other side. I'm just going in with the colour grid again, using that darker shade here, which I was using in the corner, and then I'm just going to use this underneath. So I'm just using that dark shade to the lash line, and then I'm just going to be taking that other shade in the Some Storm palette, that one. Just going to use this shade just to run underneath, making sure we're all blended out and everything. So guys, I've just popped on some of that mascara underneath the lashes. I didn't pick up a black eyeliner, like a gel liner, so I'm just going to use my Bobbi Brown eyeliner. So also for my inner corner highlight, I use the colour grade metallic shade just here, and that's what I use just for my inner corner. So that's on there. I just popped that in my inner corner just to give a little contrast instead of using the same shade. So moving on to lips, I'm going to be using my favourite that I've already used before from Primark. This is the Toast liner. I'm just going to line my lips with this. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use the Summer Storm Collection Lippy in the shade Wave and see what this looks like. I feel like lippies are the new thing again. Because I feel like with like matte liquid, it can always like make your lips really dry, which mine are already. This is a really nice shade. It's quite more pinky than the lip liner. I do really like it. Oh, I think I'm going to have to go in with a bit of liner again because it looks a bit washed out, like foundation lip. I like the foundation lip, don't get me wrong. Like sometimes I am so lazy I just don't even. So I've just straightened my hair quickly, and then now I'm going to use this setting spray, which is a glow setting spray infused with vitamin B5, illuminating pearls and aloe vera. Oh god, please make the spray work. Oh my god, I'm actually going to scream. I don't know if you can see, but that spray has messed up this entire look. I don't know if I'm fuming, I don't know if I'm finding it hilarious or what, because I was so excited to see what this makeup looked like full beat, but I literally look like a disco ball. It's literally gathered in all the areas. It's all over my eyeshadow, all over my liner, all over my face. I literally spent the last half an hour trying to get out of my hair because it made my hair really shiny. So if it's still shiny, then I don't know if I'm stressed. My stress levels are feeling 100 at the moment, but I'm just really, really gutted because I don't know if Primark's done me over or if I just used the spray wrong, or yeah, I'm just feeling really gutted at the moment. I'm just so gutted. Oh, I don't know if I'm coming out really shiny on the camera or what, but I just feel really, really gutted because I wanted this to be a really nice makeup look for you guys to recreate. Definitely recommend to use a different setting spray because I literally look like a disco ball. It's ruined my entire makeup, ruined my eyeshadow, ruined my lipstick. So if I look like crazy, then yeah, that it's ruined my hair. It's just, it's not good, but we're keeping it positive, we're keeping it 100. But hey ho, we're at the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I'm so sorry I didn't like plan out how I wanted it to, just because of that setting spray absolutely ruined it. But if you're still here, thank you so much for watching anyway, even this was a massive fail with the setting spray. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video.